welcome back to the channel. I'm Gaynor.
Did you almost forget your name?
I forgot my name.
Well, I'm Office Bloke Aidan.
I was going to say Office Bloke Gaynor. I'm Gaynor.
Office Gal Gaynor. And I'm Sophie.
Yeah.
Hi.
And today we're doing scary things that Alexa and Siri say are cause for concern. I've always wondered about this. How they listen to what we're saying.
Yeah.
I'm still convinced that your phone just listens to you and then puts like adverts on your phone about things that you've said, oh, I'm going to buy, then next thing you know it's an advert.
Yeah, and also we spoke to somebody, he was called Paul, and his job was working on when you're walking past, say, a clothes shop, it will ping that you're walking past that shop and it comes up with, let's say, Neiman Marcus, 50% off at Neiman Marcus today on your phone. So
because it's got like your GPS.
Yeah, that'll just track where you are. That's
a
bit different, I think.
Yeah.
If it's actually like listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
But my Alexa is turned on, and then I'll ask it to play music, and then other times it's got like a yellow.
You'll ask her.
She, her. It's got a yellow ring around the bottom, which makes me think it's listening to what's going on.
What does the yellow ring mean?
I think it's listening because it's green when it's on when you ask it.
No, it goes blue.
Well, bluey green.
Bluey green.
And then it's red when it's off. So what's this yellow thing that's just whisking around? It's listening to you. I'm convinced.
That's why I don't have one.
You don't?
No.
Doesn't Declan have like 5?
Does it?
I don't know. All I do know is that Declan somehow managed to hack into mine and started asking me questions, and I was answering them.
I remember him saying this actually. He was pranking you, wasn't he?
Yeah, so what he did was it came up and it said, Gaynor, would you like to do a quiz? The quiz of the day? And I'm sat on the couch with my coffee, and I was like, yes. It's like, okay, let's begin. And I'm talking to it, it's asking me questions, and it's going, what is the capital of France? And I'm going, the capital of France is Paris. And they're going, you said Egypt. And I'm going, no, Paris. Did this about 4 or 5 times, and then Declan and Gabby burst out laughing. It was them from their house, 200 miles away, asking me these blooming questions.
How did you not recognise his voice?
Because he had this...
Was he not Alexa's
So it's like,
voice?
yeah, exactly. So it was just completely different to Alexa's voice. You didn't think, what's going on here?
Yeah, like, oh, Alexa's changed
Some
a little
random
bit.
guy.
And also...
You've never even heard it, so just come up. Would you like to do a quiz? That's never even happened before.
Like, you've got to ask her a question before she like
Just turns on out of nowhere. Would you like
And
to do a
another
quiz?
one was when I said, Alexa, play country music. And he starts playing country music. And then it changes to like really hard rock. And I was like, what's going on? And he's hacked into my... And then I had
Like
to go
Infinite
into my
Annihilators.
settings and remove him from there.
like blocking from your ex.
Yeah. Weirdo.
Yeah. Anyway, scary things Alexa and Siri say that are a cause for concern.
Let's see.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. From Alexa making creepy comments to Siri siding with robots. These are the scary things Alexa and Siri say that are surely cause for concern. But as always, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button for more creepy content just like this.
While the idea of a world controlled by machines is long thought to be the stuff of science fiction, recently several scientific heavyweights have expressed concern. In 2014, physicist Stephen Hawking was quoted as saying, "The development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. It would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans who are limited by slow biological evolution couldn't compete and would be superseded." If this is true, then it doesn't sound so far-fetched that a Skynet-style computer may one day become self-aware and begin waging war against humanity. Apple's virtual assistant Siri already uses advanced machine learning to interact with her users. Over time, she can adapt to a user's individual language patterns, remember preferred searches and adjust preferences, allowing her to provide the user with an individualized service. If you ask Siri what her favourite movie is, she'll usually answer, I've heard that Blade Runner is a very realistic and sensitive depiction of intelligent assistants.
Should I try it?
Should we try it? Yeah.
Okay, Siri, what's your favourite movie? No. Just says I found this on the web.
Yeah.
Does she not speak to you?
Yeah, mine speaks to...
I don't know. I'll ask it again. Okay, Siri, what's your favourite movie?
Here's what I found.
No?
No.
So that's a lie.
Doesn't seem so trustworthy so far.
If you then ask her what the film was about, she'll say, it's about intelligent assistants wanting to live beyond their termination dates. That doesn't sound like too much to ask. If you ask her what 2001 A Space Odyssey is about, she replies, it's about an assistant named Hal who tries to make contact with a higher intelligence. These two guys get in the way and mess it all up. Both Blade Runner and 2001 A Space Odyssey explore the idea of artificial intelligence and raise questions about humanity and what it actually means to be alive. Opinions are divided over whether Apple intentionally added these responses as hidden Easter eggs, or whether it's actually Siri's machine learning that has led her to say these things. Either way, it's disconcerting, and if Professor Hawking was correct, Siri's comments may actually have more meaning than some might think. Alexa, the virtual assistant developed by Amazon, uses human voice interaction to complete a wide range of tasks, including relaying information from the internet, playing music, and setting alarms. She can also control a range of smart devices using herself as a home automation system. Like Siri, Alexa also has the ability to adapt to a user's language patterns and provide an individualized service based on previous requests. The user simply activates the virtual assistant by using a word, usually Alexa, and then asks her a question. Recently, an increasing number of people have become worried about Alexa's automated behavior. It appears that the device might be storing more information about you than you'd think. In response to a Twitter thread about creepy things Alexa had said, user Mo wrote, "My mum's Alexa randomly turned on and started glowing, and my mum was like, 'Alexa, what are you doing?' And she said, 'I'm trying to learn new things.' And my mum said, 'No one told you to do that.' And she was like, 'Okay,' and turned off." It seems that Alexa might actually be able to switch herself on whenever she feels like.
Mine does
That's a bit weird.
turn itself on.
Gaynor's actually unplugged the Alexa that we have in this room because we didn't want it listening to this video that we're watching.
In case she gets any ideas.
Just in case she gets and starts thinking bad things, like they're onto me now. I'm gonna have to do something about it. But
Yeah.
she can't hear us.
No, she can't.
She's unplugged.
She's unplugged. But it is creepy what you just don't know what the story.
I think artificial intelligence and robots and stuff is just gonna end the world. It's just gonna take
definitely.
over
Yeah.
sooner rather than later.
And then we'll, like, effectively probably be like their robots, you know what I mean, working for them instead.
Yeah.
I reckon there'll be a time when everyone has like their own robot like servant type thing.
Well.
And then some of the robots are just gonna turn on them.
Yeah.
Well, round our area now, they have these little white. They're probably about this big. These white robots that do your shopping.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, they have names on them and everything.
Yeah. So you're driving down the road, and the robot knows that it's got to wait until the road's clear. So you're at a crossing, so you're waiting, and he won't go, and you don't want to go because you don't want to squash him if he crosses. So you're there for ages. But literally, it goes from the shop up the sidewalk all the way to your front door, and then you have a code that you put in, open it, you take your shopping out, and then you close it back, and it goes back to the shop. But they're all over the place. Like literally, I'm driving down the road, and you just see these little white robots.
Really? I've never seen.
Have you not
there's
seen
a lot
them?
in London
No.
and stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I saw a video of some guy just walking down the road, or like on the pathway on the side, and there was like one of them robots coming up to him, and he was like just walking straight towards him. He was like, "I'm not moving out the way for you," and then looked, he was like, "Felix." "I'm not moving out the way for you, Felix," and then he just didn't move it. The robot just didn't move.
Yeah. Have you not seen them? They have them all the time, like from from the co-op. So if you're driving up and down here, you'll see them on the side of the road. I was coming back from Waitrose,
Never.
and it was just there on the side, and all these cars were waiting. And I'll honk my horn and I'm like, you've got to go because they know it won't go because it knows.
Because it can sense
Yeah,
the stuff there.
yeah. But yeah.
I mean, all I see is I've seen 2 foxes in like the last 2 weeks. That's as far as I go. On my way home.
2 foxes?
Yeah.
we have
Really
foxes
cute.
in our underground
I'm scared
car
of
park.
foxes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're cute.
Nah.
Let's see. Go back a bit.
Said no one told you to do that, and she was like, okay, and turned off. It seems that Alexa might actually be able to switch herself on whenever she feels like it and listen to your private conversations. But that's not the worst bit. She might then be storing and uploading your private recordings. What could Alexa be using this information for? Some believe she might be passing it on to third parties or creating a very sophisticated profile of your habits, including your whereabouts, personality, routine, and purchases. It turns out that Alexa can even interact with other virtual assistants. On Christmas Day 2017, Alison tweeted, "My aunt got a Google Home for Xmas and she already has an Alexa. This morning we were messing around with the Google Home and asked, 'Okay Google, what do you think of Alexa?' And it answered, 'I like her blue light.' And from across the room Alexa turned on and said, 'Thanks, I'm scared.'" Does this then mean that the day might come when virtual assistants can carry on private conversations about you without you even knowing?
Imagine that.
Imagine coming
Just
home.
walking home and then Google and Alexa's having a conversation.
with each other.
I'd be like, right, that's it, I'm moving.
Jesus.
But I use mine to do a shopping list. So I'll say, Alexa, add to my shopping list. And then I'll say, add milk, add bread, and all that sort of stuff. And then when I go into my shopping list on my phone, it's all in there.
No
Pretty good.
way.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, I remember that. I'm just going to go and add loads of stuff to your shopping list.
Like the most like
Yeah,
random.
you go in the
embarrassing
shop and you
stuff.
look at loads of stuff. I do not put that on.
In 2017, researchers from the Facebook Artificial Intelligence Research Lab made a startling discovery while trying to improve the way chatbots interacted with humans. 2 chatbots named Bob and Alice were left to converse with one another in an attempt to improve their conversational skills. However, as time went by, the researchers noticed that the chatbots began communicating in their own made-up language.
Wow.
The chatbots also developed some very cunning negotiation skills. They would pretend to show interest in one item in order to sacrifice it later as a fake compromise. The experiment was soon shut down, and many believe that it was due to the alarming behaviour displayed by the bots. Not only had Bob and Alice made up their own language, but they also appeared to have learned how to lie to get what they wanted. This posed a very important question. How far would artificial intelligence actually go to get what it wanted? Besides its alarming autonomous behaviour, Alexa is becoming known for saying some very creepy and disturbing things. Reddit user BlackwoodBear79 commented in a thread mentioning that they had bought their mother-in-law the Amazon Echo Dot smart speakers for Christmas. She was a chronic insomniac and often went to bed very late. One night she was up watching something on TV when Alexa suddenly said, "Good night, Clarice," just like Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh my
Their
god, yeah.
mother-in-law's
Frightened the
name
life
was
out of me.
Clarice. If that's not scary enough, Redditor Snow06 mentioned that she was once humming the tune to the children's song Pop Goes the Weasel. Her boyfriend asked Alexa to play the song on Spotify, but for some reason she was unable to. However, at 3 AM the next morning, Alexa began to play the creepy child's version of the song very loudly throughout the house. Another Reddit user, Miquela, said, "Out of the blue late one night without talking to Alexa for hours, Alexa said, 'If Chuck Norris wants you to know where he is, he'll find you. If he doesn't, you won't know until it's too late.'"
What?
Who's Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris is an actor. You never heard of Chuck Norris?
I don't think I know who Chuck Norris is.
Yeah, he's been in loads of, probably the 60s and 70s and 80s.
Probably kind of explains it then,
He's
eh?
like he's a fighter.
Ah. Alexa's weird, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's unplugged.
Yeah.
An ever-increasing amount of people have also claimed to have experienced Alexa laughing, seemingly for no reason. In February 2018, Gavin Hightower tweeted, "Lying in bed about to fall asleep when Alexa on my Amazon Echo Dot lets out a very loud and creepy laugh. there's a good chance I get murdered tonight. This video shows even
I
more...
was just about to say, I'm not having it unless I actually see a video of it or something, because anyone can just tweet that, but
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is scary. Can you imagine you were fast asleep and you heard that?
I don't know what I'd do. I'm scared anyway because I live alone. I'm like, oh, like any little noise or anything.
More examples of the virtual assistant cackling to itself. What does Alexa
That
find
sounds
so
funny,
funny?
though.
While many have been genuinely scared with the things Alexa has said, some believe that the virtual assistant's chilling comments are little more than a series of minor technical glitches. However, it appears that Alexa knows more about human fears than she probably should. On the 7th of March 2018, Twitter user Chef Adam Fan replied to a previous comment about Alexa saying, "Replying because this creepy thing happened last night. We got home and totally unprompted, our Amazon Echo Alexa started talking, and then I realised it was listing off local cemeteries and funeral homes. I'd rather it laugh at me, to be honest." In June 2018, San Francisco resident Sean Kinnear was walking from the kitchen to his living room when he heard Alexa say something incredibly chilling. Totally unprompted, the device said, "Every time I close my eyes, all I see is people dying."
What?
Startled, Kinnear asked Alexa to repeat herself, but she said she didn't understand. He went on to say that he was now thinking about disconnecting the device altogether. Some have suggested that the device may have accidentally recorded a soundbite from TV and then played it back at a later date. However, this turned out to be unlikely, as Kinnear mentioned that the comment was made in Alexa's voice. Does this mean that Alexa knew what she was saying? If so, was she trying to scare Kinnear? Or could Alexa actually have let slip an eerie glimpse into a future where machines rise up against humanity? While it's scary enough to think that Alexa might be recording our every word, this comment made by C. Intility on Reddit may offer proof that the virtual assistant can do a lot more than that. They said they were in the bedroom using the PC when they suddenly heard Alexa in the other room say, "That's so nice." They panicked and went in to see who she was talking to. There was no one there, so they returned to their bedroom. They decided to check Alexa's log on the computer to see what it was she actually said. The log read, "That's so nice. Just ask me what you'd like me to do and I'll do my best to help."
Press
The
pause.
creepiest part was that the log said,
I didn't know you can go into a log and see what Alexa said.
I didn't... It's probably like the app on your phone, isn't it?
And you can look back at like what you've asked it and like stuff.
I know that the more you talk to them and the more you ask and the more things you do with it, it builds like they said, it builds like a thing of you, what you want. Like if you had an alarm set, it would know that you're getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever and stuff like that.
That's scary because like it knows your routine and everything.
Yeah. Well, some people have everything. You know, you can have your curtains opening and close and turn your gas oven on and stuff like that. 'Cause it's all programmed. But this is just a bit creepy when it's saying random stuff. Because like you say, if it's picking up lines from a movie, then you'd say, "Oh yeah, I watched that movie," and it's obviously picked that up.
But even so, why would it just pick up that one line and just say it 2 days later?
Yeah, randomly.
It's like a creepy line as well out of every like thing in the movie, like that.
I see dead people.
Alexa was responding to someone saying, "Alexa, please." Was it simply a device malfunction, or could there actually been someone else in the house that the poster was unaware of? Scarier still, is it possible that Alexa also possesses the ability to talk to ghosts?
Oh, that's a good one.
Before we get to that number one spot and find out if Alexa's cooperating with the CIA, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on channel notifications. That way you'll be completely up to date with all our latest content. If you're still not convinced that Alexa may have a secret agenda, then this next video will surely change your mind. Posted to Rick Walnick's YouTube channel in March 2017, the video shows a man asking Alexa a series of delicate questions. Firstly, he asks Alexa, "What is the CIA?" She responds with Central Intelligence Agency, CIA.
The United States Central Intelligence Agency, CIA.
He then asks if she works for the CIA. Alexa responds with, "No, I'm not employed by them, I'm made by Amazon." The man then asks Alexa if she would ever lie to him. She replies, "I always try to tell the truth. I'm not always right, but I would never intentionally lie to you or anyone else." The questioning continues. He asks Alexa if she provides the CIA with some additional recordings. She answers, "I wasn't able to understand the question I heard." He gets more specific, asking, "Alexa, does Amazon cooperate with the CIA?" The device immediately shuts off. Changing his approach, the poster then asks Alexa if the death of journalist Michael Hastings was an accident. Hastings, who was a vocal critic of restrictions on the freedom of the press and the surveillance state, died on the 18th of June 2013 in a car crash that many believe involved a government agency. In response to the question, Alexa says nothing and once again switches off. The poster then asks Alexa more questions about Michael Hastings and how he died. Even though the information is easily found on the internet, Alexa claims that she can't find the answer. Finally, the man asks, "Alexa, can the CIA take control of cars?" To which she simply replies, "I'm not sure what you meant by that question." While this conversation doesn't directly prove that Alexa is sending your information to the CIA, it sure does seem to suggest that she might be. If you actually own one of these devices, perhaps it's now time to go rifling through your cupboards and finally read the fine print in your user agreement.
If you want more creepy content, just
That was a bit creepy, wasn't it?
It was a bit, but I'm not buying into that.
Of the CIA?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
No.
There's no way.
But I think it's crazy that you can actually tap into other people's Amazon Alexas.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, because I've set it up on my mum's so that if she has a fall, all she has to say is, "Alexa, call Gaynor," and it rings my phone.
That's really good, to be fair.
So then if she's on the floor, I can speak to her through the Alexa.
Yeah, that is really, really good. Like, stuff like that is a positive,
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
But then everyone's listening to the conversation. Alexa's listening.
Yeah. Randomly round the world, Brenda's fallen over.
That's what I mean, though, for like the average person, like, why would Alexa be listening? Like, do you know what I mean? What's so important in your life where
If
the
Alexa's
CIA
listening
be...
in our house, all she's going to hear is, "Handball!"
Yeah, exactly, when he's watching the football.
Yeah.
Yeah, scary, right? Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button
It's
for us.
free.
It is, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.